Welcome back, guys, to another Captain Trox video. Today we're talking about Jedi Wisdom. Following the Jedi path means using one's connection to the Force for the selfless protection of the galaxy. For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic before the dark times, before the Empire. Obi-Wan Kenobi said this in A New Hope. A Jedi must have the deepest commitment, the most serious mind. Yoda said that in The Empire Strikes Back. The Force is what gives a Jedi his power, its energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us and penetrates us. It binds the galaxy together. Obi-Wan Kenobi said this in A New Hope. The Force can have a strong influence on the weak-minded. Obi-Wan Kenobi said this in A New Hope. Through the Force, things you will see, other places, the future, the past, old friends long gone. Yoda said this in The Empire Strikes Back. You will learn to preserve your life force and so manifest a consciousness which will allow you to commune with the living after death. The spirit of Qui-Gon Jinn in the Clone Wars said this. I just transferred a bit of life force energy from me to him. Rey said this in The Rise of Skywalker. And now we're going to talk about the Jedi Order and some of their words of wisdom. The High Republic, ever since the Golden Age of the Jedi, the High Republic, the Jedi have established a legacy of justice and goodwill. The Galactic Republic. The Galactic Republic was the republic of legend greater than distance or time. Janor, Star Wars propaganda, a history of persuasive art in the galaxy. The Jedi Purge. Ahsoka, it's all of us. The entire Grand Army of the Republic has been ordered to hunt down and kill the Jedi Knights. Captain Rex, my favorite character in Star Wars The Clone Wars, said that. The new Jedi Order. The rebellion is reborn today. The war is just beginning. And I will not be the last Jedi. Luke Skywalker said this in The Last Jedi. Jedi weapons and artifacts. Many objects have a strong connection to the Force, and the Jedi use them to preserve knowledge and defend the innocent. Lightsabers. This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight, not as clumsy or random as a blaster, an elegant weapon for a more civilized age. Obi-Wan Kenobi said this in A New Hope. Kyber crystals. The strongest stars have hearts of Kyber. This was said in Rogue One by Chirrut Imwe in Rogue One. Jedi holocrons. Some of the coolest things I think we know about are Jedi and Sith holocrons. The holocrons contain the most closely guarded secrets of the Jedi Order. Jocasta Nu, Chief Librarian of the Jedi Archives, said this in the Clone Wars. Jedi and light side wisdom. Whether you're a Jedi or a smuggler, the Force flows through all of us, as shown by the wisdom of the galaxy's greatest heroes. Alice Sakura. Don't lose 1,000 lives just to save one. Alice Akira said this in the Clone Wars. Ahsoka Tano, you don't have to carry a sword to be powerful. Some leaders' strength is inspiring others. Ahsoka Tano said this in the Clone Wars. And another Ahsoka Tano quote. Following direct orders isn't always the best way to solve a problem, said by Ahsoka Tano in the Clone Wars. Another one by Ahsoka. In my life, when you find people who need your help, you help them no matter what. And she said that in the Clone Wars. Another Ahsoka quote from the Clone Wars. The Republic couldn't have asked for better soldiers, nor I a better friend. Anakin Skywalker. I will be the most powerful Jedi ever, I promise you. I will even learn to stop people from dying. Anakin Skywalker in the Attack of the Clones. Sometimes we must let go of our pride and do what is requested of us. Anakin Skywalker in the Attack of the Clones. A true leader always leads from the front. Anakin Skywalker said this in the Clone Wars. Avar Kriss. All things are possible through the Force. Avar Kriss, the High Republic, Light of the Jedi. Ben Solo. The dark side and the light side both claimed me for their own the moment I was born. Ben Solo. Star Wars The Rise of Kylo Ren, number 4. The Bendu. An object cannot make you good or evil. The temptation for power, forbidden knowledge, even the desire to do good can lead some down that path. But only you can change yourself. The Bendu said this in Rebels. And the Bendu also said in Rebels, if you can see yourself, you will never be truly blind. Cal Kestis said this in Jedi Fallen Order. You know, I've been alone for a while now, without any purpose, just hiding. It's no way to live. Not for a Jedi or a droid. Maybe we're done hiding. Kree Junda in Jedi Fallen Order said, we will always struggle, but that is the test. It's the choice to keep fighting that makes us who we are. Kree Rut Imwe. I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me. He said this in Rogue One. I probably butcher his name. I'm sorry for those who are upset that I butcher his name, but I'm trying my best with his name. Depa Billaba said in Star Wars Kanan the Last Padawan, you must not grow to attach too fond, too in love with life, as it is now. These emotions are valuable and should not be suppressed, but you must learn to rule them, Padawan, lest they rule you. In Jedi Fallen Order, Eno Cordova said, no failure is not the end. It is a necessary part of the path. Ezra Bridger in Rebels said, I want to become the Jedi you see in me, the one I don't always see in myself. Another quote by Ezra Bridger in Rebels, stand up together because that's when we're strongest as one. How we choose to fight is just as important as what we fight for, Ezra Bridger in Rebels. Mom, Dad, you'll always be a part of me, but I have to let you go. Ezra Bridger in Rebels. Now, we have a quote from Finn from The Force Awakens. I was ashamed of what I was, but I'm done with the First Order. I'm never going back. Han Solo in The Force Awakens. Crazy thing is, it's true. The Force, the Jedi, all of it. It's all true. Jero Tapball in Jedi Fallen Order. The Force is there to shield us. The obstacles in your path define the path. What stands in the way becomes the way. Jocasta knew the Force is eternal. It cannot be ended. It cannot be stopped. Not so long as life exists. Jocasta knew Star Wars, Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith. Kanan Jarrus said in Rebels, I lost my way for a long time, but now I have a chance to change things. Kanan Jarrus also said, now I know there is something stronger than fear, far stronger, the Force. Kanan also said, in The Rise of Skywalker, in the heart of a Jedi lies her strength. Ki-Adi-Mundi, there is no such thing as luck, and he said that in the Clone Wars. Kit Fisto, those who have power should restrain themselves from using it. Kit Fisto said that in the Clone Wars. Lando Calrissian in The Rise of Skywalker said, we had each other, that's how we won. Leia Organa in Rebels said, I feel like because I can fight, I have to. For those who cannot, and I think you might be the same way. Leia said in The Last Jedi, there are things that you cannot solve by jumping in an X-Wing and blowing something up. And she also said in The Last Jedi, Leia did, hope is like the sun. If you only believe it when you see it, you'll never make it through the night. Leia in The Rise of Skywalker said, never underestimate a droid. Luke Skywalker in A New Hope. I want to come with you to Alderaan. There's nothing for me here now. I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father. And Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi. The Force is strong in my family. My father has it. I have it. My sister has it. Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi. The Force does not belong to the Jedi. To say that the Jedi die, the light dies, is vanity. Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi said, no one's ever really gone. Luke Skywalker, Rise of Skywalker. Some things are stronger than blood. Confronting fear is the destiny of a Jedi. Luminara Unduli. She was a great Jedi Master, brave, compassionate, disciplined. Kanan Jarrus said this about Luminara Unduli in Rebels. Mace Windu said this in The Phantom Menace. Be mindful of your feelings. Mace Windu also said in Attack of the Clones, we are keepers of the peace, not soldiers. In Revenge of the Sith, Mace Windu said, we must move quickly if the Jedi Order is to survive. Mace Windu in The Rise of Skywalker, feel the Force flowing through you, Rey. Nadar Veb said this in the Clone Wars. But in this war, strength prevails. The rules have changed. Obi-Wan Kenobi in Return of the Jedi said, Many of the truths we cling to depend greatly on our own point of view. Obi-Wan Kenobi said this in Rebels. If you define yourself by the power to take life, the desire to dominate, to possess, then you have nothing. Obi-Wan Kenobi in A New Hope. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Oppo Rancisis in the Clone Wars said, to walk the path of the Jedi, one's spirit must be strong. That requires discipline. Plo Koon in the Clone Wars. When you ask for trouble, you should not be surprised when it finds you. Poe Dameron in The Rise of Skywalker said, the First Order wins by making us think we're alone. We're not alone. Good people will fight if we lead them. Qui-Gon Jinn said in The Phantom Menace, concentrate on the moment. Feel, don't think. Use your instincts. Qui-Gon also said in Phantom Menace, your focus determines your reality. And Qui-Gon also said in the Clone Wars, there is always hope, my friend, though it often comes in forms not looked for. The key is knowing how to see it and seizing that opportunity. Quinlan Voss in The Dark Disciple said, I do not feed off vengeance. I am a Jedi. Rey in The Last Jedi said, something inside me has always been there, but now it's awake, and I'm afraid I don't know what it is or what to do with it, and I need help. I haven't come to lead the Sith, I've come to end them, Rey said this in The Rise of Skywalker. I am all the Jedi, Rey said this in The Rise of Skywalker. Rose Tico in The Last Jedi. That's how we're gonna win, not fighting what we hate, saving what we love. That's from Rose Tico in The Last Jedi. Shock T from the Clone Wars said, I am a Jedi where the individual and the group are one and the same. Yoda said in Empire Strikes Back, do or do not. There is no try. Jedi Master Yoda said in Empire Strikes Back, size matters not. Look at me, judge me by my size, do you? And well, you should not, for my ally is the Force. The powerful ally it is. Yoda in The Last Jedi said, we are what they grow beyond. That is the true burden of all masters. Luminous beings are we, not this crude matter. Yoda said this in Empire Strikes Back. The Force will be with you always. Obi-Wan said this in A New Hope. Thank you for coming to watch this video. May the Force be with you always. And like the video, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, and comment down below. And most importantly, please come back for another video. Thank you all. Captain Trox signing off. Actually, one quick thing before I go. I want to give a shout out to 2 different YouTube channels I like. I want to shout out Papa Obi-Wan, and I want to shout out J-Stew. Those are 2 of the channels I like to watch. 2 of my favorite channels, actually. So, check them out if you want to. This is Captain Trox signing off officially.